us as well with singing the Reading Time with the Queens theme song? If I can say that correctly? Okay, all right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Take a stand, make a scene, it's reading time with the Queens!
Halloween!
All right!
I know
You've been hoping for reading time with the Queens. The library's open for reading time with the Queens. There's lots to know about the world today, so open a book, let's make our way.
There's
Crafts to be making at reading time with the Queens. There's songs to be singing at reading time with the Queens. Today we'll learn that we are a star. We'll spread pipers wherever we are. It's so much fun, but it's not a dream. It's reading time with the Queens. All right. Let's get started with science, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to come over here? Do you want to sit here? I'm going to squeeze you. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what are the signs that we're learning today? Today, because it's Halloween, I figure we're gonna show you how to sign Halloween. You are a coach. Oh my god. So Halloween, it's like you have a mask on here. You're gonna take it off. It's almost like peekaboo too.
Yeah.
What happens on Halloween? Yes. Yes, yes. But what if you go to a place that has more than just tricks and treats? Pumpkins, yes, pumpkins, yes.
You carve the pumpkins for Halloween.
Yes, we do. But you also get scared sometimes on Halloween, right? Yeah. So, scared or frightened? Scared? Okay. Yes.
You also go to a haunted house sometimes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's where you get scared sometimes, absolutely. And it's okay to get scared sometimes. If you feel too scared, please tell somebody. Tell an adult, tell your parents, aunts, uncles.
Just tell an adult.
Yes, exactly. So, going off of the theme of being scared, I'm going to teach you the sign for happy. Happy.
You know, when I get a costume I really like, I feel happy.
Yes, yes, happy, absolutely. And then, what's the opposite of happy?
Sad.
Sad. Sad, so sad. It's like you're crying a lot. Sad. And you feel, and you show it in your face as well. Sad. Yeah, okay. And then what's another? Well, we kind of talked about it, but costumes. We dress in costumes like Miss McKenna. Yeah, so you do that for Halloween. You can put on a costume. So it's a costume. Costume. Do you like happy? Oh, it's like happy. Yeah, it's happy. Then yeah.
Happy
So
costume.
let's review those real quick. Yeah. Okay. So we got Halloween. With us, Halloween. And then scared, happy, sad, and costume. Okay, all right. So just like before, we're going to be using those with the books that we're reading and everything, right? I do have one more question to ask all of you. Have you shown up for previous reading time?
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
Do you remember, does anyone remember any signs we've used before?
Yes.
Yes. What sign? Love. Yes, love. Do you remember another sign? No? Okay, that's fine. Yes.
Power.
Oh, power. Yeah, powerful. Yes, that's a good one. Okay, great. I'm happy to hear to see that you've learned some of those signs and remember them. Enjoy this next book. It's a really fun one. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Zay. Let's all applaud for Mr. Zay. Awesome. I'm going to shift over here again. Okay. All right. So we're going to have our special guest, Mr. Holden, come and read us a book. So I want to applaud for Mr. Holden. Yay!
Hello,
And
everybody.
you came dressed as a disco ball.
I guess.
I love all the colors.
This is my go-to shirt whenever I want to feel
Happy?
happy. I was going to say costume, but yes, happy.
It's your happy costume.
It's my happy costume. Yes.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
I think you're a disco person.
I am a disco person. I was certainly born during that era.
In Idaho Falls, I forgot my reading glasses. It was a problem.
You could have borrowed mine.
We tried that.
We did.
I could not. All right, so this book is a costume for Charlie. Oh, let's go ahead. I should have this ready. Oh,
You did. It was in your hand.
it was in my hands, but I didn't have it open. All right, each Halloween, Charlie couldn't decide whether to be fabulous or frightening. And this year was harder than ever. See, Charlie's right there in the window, trying to decide what they want to be for Halloween. Charlie rummaged through the mishmash in the old costume box for something that showed they were both a boy and a girl.
I didn't play golf.
Huh?
I didn't play golf.
Yep. That's right. And as you can see, Charlie's rummaging through the box there, trying to figure out what they want to be for Halloween. One by one, Charlie tried on costumes. The astronaut costume covered them completely. The clown costume wasn't very funny. And hiding behind a monstrous mask wasn't the point at all. Astronaut. And then like the clown, who likes clowns? Nobody likes clowns. You like clowns? However, you're an awesome astronaut. Clearly, you look great.
We also have a clown, but I'm right here, and I'm not wearing makeup.
You're the right kind of clown.
I'm just funny looking.
What's on the other thing? And then we have this mask here that just misses the point. See how much better I'm reading with my glasses,
Yes.
guys?
Yes. We can hear you too.
The costume cuddled at Charlie's feet. All were great, but not quite right. Charlie dug deep, deep, deep into the box. You can see they're like practically to the floor at this point. Just can't figure out what they want to wear. It's a box of Holden.
I don't get it.
It's a box of costumes.
That's right.
Filled with
The Red Riding Hood costume. Red fascinated in the fairy tale, but everyone called her girl. Charlie wriggled into the outfit. The fabric fluttered through the air, yet their boy hat felt eaten by the wolf. As you can see, they're putting on the costume. They're kind of trying it on for size, but it still doesn't fit quite, or it doesn't seem quite right in their heart.
trying it on foot, and the side.
Yeah. Maybe fairy tale heroines aren't for that. Charlie grabbed the Dracula costume, though in the story Dracula was a blood-curdling boy. And as you can see, he's they are holding up the costume up against themselves to see if that suits them a little bit better.
And it's perfect because it is a suit.
It is a suit. I love a good suit. Off came Red's costume, and a vengeful vampire appeared. Still, Charlie fretted and frowned. The glistening teeth terrified him, feigning delight. It took a bite out of the girl half. And as you can see, they're looking in the mirror, and they still don't feel quite right about what they're seeing. Charlie sniffed as they scooped up the clump of costumes. These are all wrong too. Why can't there be a costume just for me? As you can see, there's a little tear here. They're kind of sad because they don't know that they're going to be able to come up with a costume that's quite right for them. I know. That's sad. That's sad. Yep. Then after a minute or two, an idea took root and grew and grew and grew until they knew what to do. Look, you can practically see the light bulb above their head. Charlie tore the Dracula costume apart, rip, 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 and cut Red's clothes, snip, snip, snip. See here? They're ripping off the pants and they're cutting up the top. That's called a bodice. Yep, the top part of a dress is called a bodice. I'm a girl most of the time too. Charlie designed, fashioned, and crafted until at last they created one from two. No one will have a costume like this, they exclaimed, and danced around the room. And as you can see, they're quite pleased with themselves with this new costume that they've come up with.
You can say they're happy.
They're happy, yes. They didn't put they're gonna wear the red hood instead of the vampire cape. You don't see that yet, I just gave you a spoiler. Charlie, towels, that's a tough word. Towels and roughed the collar and bared their fangs. They balanced and the basket on their arm. Trick-or-treating, presenting as both a boy and a girl, would be the best feeling in the world. And look how happy they are in the mirror. On Halloween night, one kid claimed the costume was black. 2 kids asked what Charlie was, and 3 kids said that it was wonderful. As you see, they are very, very happy with themselves. It's a happy costume. Charlie whirled and twirled and announced, "I made it myself," because in this costume, they felt joyfully jazzed, harmoniously hopeful, and 100% Charlie.
That's really cool.
Yes, and you can see they are very happy. I keep confusing the costume.
Right?
They are very happy with their costume. Yeah.
Cool. Do you think that Charlie got a lot of candy that night?
I sure hope so. They certainly deserve it.
I mean, they could have said, "Hey, I'm just on the floor. Give me some."
That's right.
It's true. It's true. Awesome. Well, I love that story that they were creative and they made one costume that fit all of their needs.
Yes.
Out of 2 separate ones that didn't quite fit. So really creative.
Yes. We can make the world ours as we need to.
Yeah.
We carve out a little niche for ourselves.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I understand you have another gift for us today.
Yes.
You could say that this is the treat. We get the treat.
Yes. Well, I mean, the book was the treat too. It's all treats with me.
Yes. So what are you going to do?
I am going to perform a song. I found a boy version of a song from a very good Disney movie called Encanto.
Oh, I love Encanto.
You love Encanto?
I watched Encanto.
Ooh, okay. Do you need me to move anywhere?
If you want to stay there, that's fine. If you want to get up and, I was just going to go ahead and prance around everybody.
You do that.
All
You
right.
have fun. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be upset or mad at all. Don't feel regret or sad at all. Hey, I'm still part of the family Madrigal, and I'm fine, I'm totally fine. I will stand on the side as you shine. I'm not fine, I'm not fine. I can't move the mountains, I can't make the flowers bloom. I can't take another night up in my room waiting on a miracle. I can't heal what's broken, can't control the morning rain or a hurricane, can't keep down the unspoken invisible pain. Always waiting on a miracle, always walking alone, always wanting for more. Like I'm still at that door, longing to shine a light. All of you shine. All I need is a change. All I need is a chance. All I know is I can't stay on the side. Open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. I would move the mountains, make new trees and flowers grow. Someone please just let me know, where do I go? I am waiting on a miracle, a miracle. I would heal what's broken, show this family something new, who I am inside. So what can I do? I'm sick of waiting on a miracle, so here I go. I am ready, come on, I'm ready. I've been patient and steadfast and steady. Bless me now as you blessed us all those years ago when you gave us a miracle. Am I too late for a miracle?
Yay! Thank you so much, Mr. Holden. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's me, Ms. Barb. We're back here in Craft Corner. It's for our October spooky Halloween. But I'd like you to meet our new friend. She's not new to us, but she's new to you in Craft Corner. This is our friend, Miss McKenna.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here.
Yep, she's come up with the craft for us this month. And we are making this
Trick or treat.
trick-or-treat book bag. Isn't that cute? So it's like a tote bag. It's a cloth tote bag. It's got little handles. And so we're going to color a piece of paper, and then by the magic of a hot iron, it's going to print on the canvas bag. So what your supplies will be today are, first of all, on the Reading Time with the Queens website, you'll find the section where you can print these color sheets off. We've got the little spooky dog and then the little Halloween cat cat. Then you also need some crayons, just your average crayons. You need some, it's called parchment paper.
You might have this in your kitchen already.
Yep, and then we need an iron. We all know what an iron is. Yeah, so this will be hot when we use it, so for sure you're gonna need adult help, okay? For sure. So, the first thing we do is what?
Choose a design. We're gonna color this cute little cat bat today. And so we're gonna want to put it in the tote bag. If you don't have a tote bag at home, that's okay. You can use any piece of fabric, make it into like a little holiday pillow, or even like a t-shirt would be really good. So you're gonna wanna slide it behind the first layer of fabric. And then I like to kind of make sure it's centered, but then you can see the design is showing through. If your fabric at home is a little bit thicker, you can also put it up to like a window, tape it up, and then the light from behind the window will help that design show through.
And you can get tote bags, by the way, at pretty much any of the craft stores
Yeah.
around town.
All right, so then once it's in there, we're gonna take a black crayon, but obviously use your creative freedom, and we're gonna trace out our design.
Miss McKenna's gonna do the drawing because poor Miss Barb's eyes.
Oh, and look at these cutie little decorations. I'm gonna scoot them out of my way so I don't bump them over until we can see over here.
So how did you learn about this craft?
This is a craft we used to do in my home growing up. We would do it for all the different holidays. I remember doing Halloween and Christmas. And we would just take a little piece of fabric, draw a design, and then sew it into pillows mostly.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Is that you'd have to do, like use a sewing machine?
We'd use a sewing machine, but we also did a lot of hand sewing. Like it was good
nice.
fine motor skills for us.
Sure.
I didn't realize they were tricking us into that.
Yep, that's great. And that's kind of a project that takes a little while, so it keeps you busy and out of trouble maybe.
Yeah.
But this is a really fun craft. Something different than what we've ever done before, so that's what makes it fun.
It is fun. And our awesome umbrella friend Bender drew the design for us.
Oh, nice. We've got so many great artists here with us at Reading Time, so we're lucky. We're good, talented people. So what are you guys all doing for Halloween? Are you going out with your kids to...
Yeah, we're gonna go trick-or-treating. I'm hoping it kind of stays nice.
Yeah.
We've had a mild October this year, which has been fun.
Well, you did that quick.
Yes.
Okay.
So once you get it all traced, missed a little spot there, then, oh
I'll
yes.
show you guys here. Just traced in the black crayon. And then we'll pull this out, right?
Yeah. You can leave it in there if you like, but I usually like to pull it out, set it aside. It's a great coloring page for later.
And then this is what we colored.
Yep.
Make this all colorful.
Yeah, what color are you gonna use, Barb?
Oh, you know, if there's, I'm purple.
Oh yeah.
Is it all right if half the cat is purple?
I love that. I'm gonna give it some blue wings, I think.
Okay, how about I'll make a purple wing? Or do you want 2 blue wings? And I'll start with the
Ooh.
purple cat?
Yeah, start the purple cat.
Okay. As everybody know here in Craft Corner knows, Miss Barb's color is purple.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Need my glasses to see where the lines are. It's real easy to color on this
Yeah.
fabric. Oh, I was gonna ask you, can you use markers for this also? Or is it not quite the same?
No, it wouldn't be quite the same. You wouldn't need to use the iron to set it most likely. And if you used markers, I would leave a piece of paper in between.
Oh yes, so it doesn't bleed through.
Or else it will bleed through. Are you gonna dress up for Halloween, Miss Barb?
I don't really have any plans to. My child is my daughter Brittany, but she's much older. She's in her 30s, so we don't trick or treat. So probably not. But in the days of past, we sure did. She always liked to be girly
yeah.
princess
Oh, that's
things.
fun.
Mm-hmm. And she had a fun daycare that always had parties for the kids.
Oh, fun.
They did their costumes there.
My kids are excited to dress up for school.
Mm-hmm. Do they have parties with treats and all?
Yeah. They do. They're excited. I'm hoping they'll do a costume parade because it's always fun to see what
Oh yeah.
all the other kids are wearing.
All right.
I want to show our friends a little up close how we're coloring so they can see we're getting some nice good coverage, but you don't have to get every single little spot. There's still going to be some of the fabric showing through.
What should I make the center of the eyes?
Ooh.
Pink? I don't know. Is that gonna look crazy?
It might look a little spooky. How spooky do we want our kitty?
Exactly.
Maybe we leave the center
The
part,
center's clear.
but then we color that little nose pink. What do you think? Cute.
It's gonna be a half purple. What you gonna color the other side?
Well, I colored the tail this kind of magenta.
Yeah.
Should we do this kind of pinky red?
Pinky red. Yep. So you guys, when you do this project, you know, we always love to have you take pictures of what you've made and have your parents email them to the Reading Time site, and then we love to publish those on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. And so it's always fun to see everybody's artistic talent.
It is. That's what's fun about these crafts is there's so many different takes you can have on them.
That's what I've noticed. Everybody has wonderful original ideas. I kind of think I would like to have a purple and pink cat.
That would be so fun. With little blue wings.
With little blue wings, exactly.
All right.
So we'll put our crayons away.
Put our crayons away. And then you'll rip a piece of parchment paper big enough to cover your design. And you'll want to make sure to cover it nice and good because that's what's going to protect your iron from getting covered in crayon.
That would be a mess if you had
It would be.
If you had an iron, hot iron with crayon on it, and then you go try to iron a white shirt.
Oh,
That would
that'd
not
be a mess.
be a mess. Exactly.
So you'll want your settings about medium for whatever your iron is, and then you'll hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, move it to a new area, and I just do that all across the design, making sure to hit every
So
part.
we're mostly just pushing and holding. We're not gonna like just.
I will do it once I'll get all through the design, and then once I get through the design,
Then you'll run it
I'll
over.
run it over everything, just kind of make sure everything's been hit. And usually you'll see some of your crayon residue on the parchment paper. That's really normal. And then you can just toss this, and your iron or your bag should be warm but safe to touch. And now you have a fun trick-or-treat book bag.
So what this ironing process does is it sets the color into the fabric,
Yes.
and then you're able to wash it, put it in the washing machine and wash it, but don't put it in the dryer. You want to hang it to dry.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Barb.
Yeah, that's really darling. Fun. Well, I hope you guys do these projects. And like I said, be sure to send us a picture of your creation. We'd
Okay.
love to see them. Okay, we're signing off for today. Thanks, Miss McKenna.
Thanks, Miss Barb.
Okay, bye you guys.
Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and bring on Miss McKenna. And you're gonna sing too, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
I already tried that earlier.
Yeah, clearly.
I am going to read The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything.
What's the costume? I know that one.
You know this one?
Yeah,
This is a familiar one?
I watched it.
You've watched the book at
Yeah.
school? Cool. Did it do any tricks? Did it dance?
Now there's shoes, and then there's pants, and then there's shorts, and then there's gloves, and then there's
Wow.
and
You
there's
remember
walking.
really well.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Then. Awesome.
Okay, I need your help with this book, okay? I need to see some stomping feet
All the time or just at certain times?
just at certain times.
Okay.
I think you'll figure out when I need your help. But these are the things I'm going to need help with. I'll need some stomping feet. I'll need some wiggling pants, a shaking shirt, clapping hands, and some nodding. And in a few places, boo, boo. Okay? That worked. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One day, one windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of a moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes. And the shoes went clomp, clomp.
I think they understand.
Get out of my way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. A little further on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants. And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and she walked on. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, and one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt. And the shirt went shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. And on she walked, a little bit faster. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. And one shirt go shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black cocked hat. The gloves went clap, clap, and the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said, and on she walked, just a little bit faster, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat go nod, nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went boom! Boom! Good job, I was a little startled. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. And behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one very scary pumpkin head go boom! Boom! It was pretty scared there, huh?
Yeah.
The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. Whew. She sat in her chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, we're a little mixed here.
But she is not no.
Well, she was not afraid of anything, so she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw?
It's the cloud and all stuff.
Two shoes go plop, plop. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one very scary pumpkin head go boom, boom. I'm not afraid of you, said the old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy.
Or sad.
Oh no. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded and its face seemed to brighten. I think it got happy. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed.
Everybody here, they got me.
The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked into her garden. And what do you think she saw?
The scarecrow!
Two shoes go claw, claw. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And one scary pumpkin head go boom, boom. And scare all the crows away.
Yeah, I get scarecrow because I'm going on.
Good.
Something I really like about this book is how even though the little old lady says she wasn't afraid of anything, there were some signs that maybe she did get a little bit afraid. She started walking faster through the woods, through the forest, and she ran home and she locked the door. But even though she was scared, she was able to face her fears and be brave. Because sometimes I think it's important to remember that even when we're being brave, we're still a little bit scared. The hands were knocking on the door. The gloves were knocking on the door. Yeah, that was probably a little scary, but.
Well, and the fact that she was able to work with, like, deal with her fear and come up with something that
Such
worked
a
out
clever
well,
idea.
well for both.
Yeah, I really like that. So that's a fun Halloween book.
Awesome. Wonderful.
We have one more song to sing with everybody.
Another song.
It's called The Monster Stomp.
Is it like the boots that go clomp clomp?
It is kind of like that.
Perfect.
But we're being a monster.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. You're a monster? I thought you were a dinosaur. You're a monster. Okay.
All right.
So you want to lead us? We're all
Yeah.
going to participate?
Yep, and so we've got to listen to the words of the song. Right. Bend your knees a little. Oh, that's a good one.
All right. Is that okay?
All right, I guess.
Version 2. Well, thank you all so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. Happy Halloween. Happy holidays. We'll see you again next month, I hope, okay?